And we are live, Bruce.
How's it for getting your mic stand?
Okay, you did not need to come at me that quickly.
Just jumped at you right
Okay,
away.
so first of all, hi, Bruce.
Hello.
Welcome. I appreciate you attacking me right away. It's fine. Welcome me to Chicago first, but no, it's okay.
Hey, how cool is this, guys? This is the first time we've been actually like face to face and be able to like say
Yell at each other in person.
like stupid shit.
We're gonna destroy each other today, I think.
That's quite possible.
Yeah, it's quite possible.
I don't know, man. Well, first of all, cheers, guys. Cheers.
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 We can actually.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that.
It's so weird.
That's really weird looking and seeing him. I don't know if I like that, but
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now.
you want to talk about the mustache real quick?
Yeah, so here I'll go into while you promote and do what you gotta do because
Yeah.
you know you got
I
stuff
do my thing.
You got stuff that you do. I'm not used to the mic being like this far away from me either. Alright, so well first of all, woo! First live show together. Okay, stop that.
Get that out of here.
Yeah. So as y'all know, I get married tomorrow.
That is true.
And in a way to make it kind of fun and goofy with Celine,
Yes.
I ended up telling her that I wasn't going to. I actually just shaved my head yesterday. This is brand new shave.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. Had to do it. It was getting pretty damn scruffy. But I had like a lot of facial hair, and I usually don't do the whole facial hair thing. I have red facial hair. I think we brought this up before. And,
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah. So. It is what it is. But anyway, so I shaved everything, or trimmed everything, I should say, but I didn't get rid of the mustache.
Which can we, like, most guys do that, right? Like if you shave, do you not normally do that?
Oh, just
like before
segments,
yeah.
segments,
So like
segments.
you know you go from full facial hair to like goatee to mustache.
Whatever.
Yeah.
No, I go to left. So I'll go left.
Yeah.
And then I'll go right. And
Yeah.
then I'll actually do my goatee. My goatee is actually a lot fuller.
Okay.
Than any of like my other hair, because unfortunately I'm patchy. Patches a Houlihan.
That's unfortunate, but it's okay.
But yeah, so anyway, so I got done with my my awesome trim job on it, and I walked out with my awesome mustache. And first thing I said,
and the lady was very happy.
First thing I said to Celine was, "I must ask you a question." Yes, completely cheesy.
I hate you so much.
Yes, completely like dumb, but I'm cool with it.
Okay.
She loved it. She's like, if I can't use that dumbass joke, you can't use that dumbass joke. And then she freaked out. She's like, you're not gonna have that for the wedding, right?
Crickets.
We knew what I said.
Crickets. Yeah.
We all know what I said.
Bruce is like, yeah,
I
will.
said yes, I'm gonna have it for the wedding. She freaked out. I actually I sent a few like Snapchats out yesterday too with it, including like the preview to the show. And I had people actually say to me, "You're not gonna have that for your wedding, are you?" And I was like, "Yes, I am."
Yeah, yes, I will.
They're like, that's ridiculous. No, I'm
Those
not gonna
pictures
have
are going to be
Guys,
saved forever, Bruce.
What the fuck do you think I'm doing? Yes, I'm gonna have it for the show or for the wedding. Of course. No, what? No, it's my wedding too. Like, of course, it's my wedding, and I'll cry. No, what? But,
okay, real talk.
Real talk. It'll be gone.
Are you going to cry?
Probably yes.
Yes?
Yes.
At what point are you going to cry?
Oh God, what point am I not going to? That's probably the better question.
Are you a crybaby?
I am a little bit.
Really?
I'm an emotional being.
Okay.
You should know that because like I'm very like.
I mean,
vocal,
I know you're.
and I get
yeah.
Kind of like I'm very like demonstrative. Look at that word.
I didn't. Wow, vocabulary. This is what happens when we do shows at 11 in the morning instead of 7 at night.
True.
You have a vocabulary.
I still stutter, but whatever.
We'll see when we read ads how good you really are.
That's fair. I'm already like 2 beers deep, so.
I am 150 milligrams of caffeine deep, so I am doing great.
I stopped at Dunkin' earlier, so I'm
I also had Starbucks this morning.
Jeez,
so.
I don't know. Hey.
Okay. So what I did yesterday.
Real quick. To answer
yeah.
Regarding the wedding, about the crying. Moments.
Yes.
I will definitely cry when I see Celine
Yes.
walk down.
Okay.
I'm gonna try not to, but I definitely will.
Okay.
First dance. I probably won't cry first dance. Love you, babe, but no, I won't cry first dance.
Is it a secret what the song is?
For you guys, maybe.
Okay.
Not with her and I.
Well, yeah.
Is that a thing?
Thank you, Sherlock. I don't know.
I don't know.
I've been to one wedding. It was my
No.
sister's. I was 16. We
It's not
talked
a
about that
thing.
last week.
That's not a thing, though. Like, you don't keep it a secret.
You don't?
No.
I don't know.
No, it's a good song.
I didn't know.
It's
Okay.
a really good song.
Okay.
Anyway,
We'll keep it a secret for now.
Yeah,
Just to.
Right. But,
We'll post that on the Twitter.
on the Twitter.
The Twitter web.
The
Twitterverse?
The interweb Twitter.
Do you twit, Bruce? Do you tweet?
I twit.
You twit? Okay. Proud of you.
I twatted. The fuck?
Oh my
So
gosh.
genuinely though, to go back to more serious, I will cry, especially for the mother-son dance. Those of you that don't know, my mom passed away of cancer 3 years ago. Coming up on 3 years, actually. So, yeah, so that'll be the time that I do cry. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. It'll be emotional, but it's, at the same time, it'll be cool. I think I did a really cool thing, though. My sisters are actually going to dance with me.
I was gonna ask what you're doing for that.
Obviously, instead of my mom. So
That's cool.
I think that'll be kind of
Dang, Bruce, you might get me with that.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, you might get me with that.
No, and the song that we're doing it to is my mom's song that she always thought of me.
Okay.
It's a Rod Stewart, Forever Young. For
Yes.
those of you that know, she's always like, this was my love you, mom. Like my nickname was Nani when I went to my family. Those of you watching this,
That was your nickname?
Yeah, that was my. Because like a lot of grandparents.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
Right.
normally what
So-
Southern people call their grandmother.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're an old
So
lady at
forever-
heart.
I'm an old lady.
Got it.
But so yeah, she would call me Nani or like. Actually, it was like a kind of a shortened version for nonstop too, because like that was another nickname because I was nonstop, always like.
That's true.
Shut the fuck up! Like, why are you always so loud, Bruce? Or non? But anyway, so she would always be like, or Nam. She used to call me my Nam. I don't know what that was. But she'd be like, oh my Nam. Like this is your song. And it would be like the Rod Stewart song. This was when I was like 5 years old, which was like eons ago.
Okay.
But I know this is a sports show, guys, but we'll get to it.
We're talking about real life first.
We'll get to it. We'll get to that shit. But
We have plenty of time. Bruce and I have nothing to do today.
True. Like we have no idea when we're gonna stop today.
No.
So, there's the thought of like just keep going, and let's see how many beers I have, and
Should we order a pizza live?
that'd be hilarious.
That's tempting,
Ordering
honestly.
a pizza live.
That's tempting.
We are a professional establishment. So this is gonna be pretty damn funny.
Story time.
Story time. So before
What we did before the show.
what we did before the show.
This is behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes good stuff, guys. Unfortunately, cameras were off, but I left a message with the president of media relations for the Chicago director, excuse me, of media relations with the Chicago White Sox to cover one game of theirs against the Chicago Cubs at Guaranteed Rate Field. Should
we go to the driving range?
What?
I have my clubs.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said we should go to the driving range.
Oh, that'd be pretty sick.
I have my clubs.
I have my clubs.
I suck, but I have my clubs.
Dude, there's a golf course right down the street from me. We should do 9 holes, like, boom.
Honestly, tempting.
I like it. Oh, so to answer your... Oh, my bad, Chad. I didn't see that you were making comments in that.
Yeah, read the chat, Bruce. I know I'm here and I'm dashing.
Very
and it's hard
dashing.
to not
Very
pay
dashing.
attention to me
Very
and my
dashing.
bucket
Well,
hat.
it's not like we have like a lot of cameras here. We only have this one camera here, so it's
Yeah.
like... So I'm trying to look... Guys, we have other cameras set up, but we just don't have a producer to switch the camera.
That's BS. I am the producer. We don't have other cameras.
It's not true. No, it's...
Whatever you say, Bruce.
Right. But, so yeah, no, we'll see what happens with the media relations guy from the White Sox. That'd be awesome. And so to read the chat with Chad. Hey, boom, Chad. You got yourself a name for your podcast when you grow up. Chatting with Chad.
Really, that's the most unique name you could come up with?
Hey, why don't you hold your mic? So anyway.
I am. How is that an insult?
Oh
my gosh.
What I was saying earlier though was how did I shoot when I went golfing. I actually, well, with a buddy of mine that I did it with, shout out Charlie, I beat him, but just not the way I'd want to. Like, I shot like shit.
It was ugly.
It was ugly. It
No.
was ugly. Like, I shot, like, the one hole I lost my ball. It was the first hole, like the one hole. I lost the ball right away. Like, it was a good drive, and then everything was fine. Usually I'm decent with my drives, and my irons okay, so let's reverse that.
I cannot hit a driver for the life of me.
Usually I'm shit with my drives, but I've slowed down my swing, so I don't slice it as much anymore, which has helped. But I just hit like a 70-year-old man that's out golfing. Only like do like when I'm crushing, like it's awesome when I crush, but it slices like a mug. But if I slow down my swing, I hit straight. So I'm like, you know what? I want to win. Okay. So I hit straight. But usually my irons are always like on point. I'm always good with my irons.
Yeah.
Putting, well, that's a different topic. However, so that being said, my drive was awesome on hole 1.
Yep.
The next time I went, I think my approach, I could have gotten to the green in 2 shots.
Okay.
But lo and behold, on my second shot after my drive, which was awesome.
Yes.
I ended up, and it's a par 4, by the way. It's a par 4, and I could have gotten to the green in 2 shots, which was awesome. I could have been going for a freaking birdie. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, I kept my club head open with my iron, and I just immediately hit to the right, lost, gone. So took a snowman on that hole, and yeah, but came back and won.
Bruce.
Yes.
8 on 1 hole.
I lost a ball, of course. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I lost a ball.
That is depressing.
It was.
I'm not even that bad because I don't hit anything other than irons. I cannot hit my driver for the life of me. Once in a while, a wood.
I bet.
I don't care. I don't care how far the hole is. You guys heard it first.
MJ likes hitting the wood.
You know, I'm in person, so I can beat you up in person now. All right, let's actually since we're on the topic of golf. Yes, this is the thing I wanted to get your in-person reaction on. Ooh. The PGA Tour, what's the next big tournament coming up?
Oh jeez. Good question.
Whatever it is, the Open, it's not the Masters.
No. It is. What is it? It's the U.S. Open.
Okay, U.S. Open.
Dude,
that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Real quick, on ESPN, they gave me like you can call in and receive a golfer. Yeah. To like win whatever they have.
Okay.
I got John Rahm. I'm okay with that.
That's not bad, honestly.
That's a great person to have.
You could do worse than that.
Right. So continue. I'm sorry.
So the U.S. Open asked Brooks Koepka if he would pair with Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah.
Koepka and his team said no. I want your thoughts on that.
Of course he said.
I'll let you go first.
Of course he said no.
No, I don't want. I want like your unfiltered thoughts on it.
No, unfiltered. What I want to see them go at it in like in a non-sanctioned like golf event.
Okay.
Like,
with a non-sanctioned
in regards to like PGA, like off like something that's like for charity.
Aren't they doing that with Rodgers and Brady?
Yeah, but they're not like. Are they doing it though?
Yeah.
No, I
that's the next match.
Okay, fair. So
is Koepka and Brady and DeChambeau and Rodgers.
Okay, that's who it was. Thank you. So honestly, I'm pretty pumped about that.
So you want that you would rather have that instead of them together at the Open.
100%.
Really?
Because I think that in a position that it's not with like the PGA, you're gonna end up like seeing a little bit more. I want to have them mic'd up too.
They are mic'd up at the
PGA
for the match.
But I also think that the PGA has a lot more strict rules with whatever they're going to, you know what I'm saying?
Do or say, yeah.
Right, exactly. Like you can't be walking up with like a 5-wood and be like, you're a bitch. You should be using, you know what I'm saying? Like I would let's be honest. Like I would love to I would love to watch that because I want to see shit talking in a.
Yeah.
I want to see shit talking in golf. I think that'd be hilarious. It'd be Happy Gilmore.
It'd be
Happy Gilmore and Shooter McGavin. But who's
Shooter? Yeah, that would be.
That's the question though. Who is Shooter?
Probably Brooks.
Brooks.
Because Bryson's just going up there yamming on it.
Yeah.
Right. That would be my guess.
That's fair.
I don't know. To me, I and you're probably going to turn this on me somehow. I don't know. But, if I want to be in position for one of the greatest golfers of all time, and this is your biggest rival right now, don't you have to go beat them? Yeah, pair up. Go beat them one-on-one. You can't. But that way, it's the complete same circumstances. You're together the whole time, and there's no they started on a different hole, whatever, different run of events. They have the same run of events, same tournament. You want to talk? Do it. Go do it.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, though. And and frankly, those of you that are in the Twitch chat, please, if I'm wrong with this, please let me know. But aren't pairings after the first day done by your rank?
I think so. So they might get paired
anyway. So I'm totally okay with that.
It's possible. And that's fair. I would rather them be paired up later.
That would be even better, because if you see them
in the finals?
Yes. 100%. 100%. Because, can you imagine them paired up together, towards the middle of the day, because that's usually traditionally that's the guys that are doing the top of the leaderboards.
Yeah, you don't start them at 6 a.m.
Correct. Those are shit. I'd be starting at 2 a.m. But but seriously,
that's after. He said no. That's after the second day. So the third day.
The third day.
There's 3 days, right?
Correct.
Okay, I don't watch much golf.
3 to 4. It's 3 to 4. It also all depends on the tournament.
Okay.
From my knowledge. But,
okay, that's fair.
But yeah,
we got Chad to tell us.
Chad's all over it.
The better you do on the weekdays, the later you are on the day.
Correct.
Makes sense.
Correct.
Yeah, because you want to keep them in prime time.
So that being said, though, I would love to watch them on the third day get paired up together, just on merit of how well their respective score is in the tournament.
Which I think is very possible, because they've been going off together.
Thank you, guys.
It's 4. Okay, U.S. Open is 4. There we go.
I couldn't remember this.
So, yeah, I don't know. And also, this is inspired. I was watching TikTok last night.
I was watching TikTok.
And...
taking a shit?
No, I was about to go to bed.
Because most people, you know what I was doing?
That is one of the times that I watch TikTok, yes.
That you usually watch TikTok.
Yes, it is. And especially because I live on my floor at Bradley alone right now. I'm the only person on the floor. Nobody ever comes in my bathroom. And so, I'm less inspired to get up because I have nowhere. So I have no friends. I have no friends there right now.
The lady friend isn't there?
No, she's in Minnesota right now.
Oh, dude, so what the fuck are you doing? Just, working?
Yeah, I'm literally just working. I'm working, 50, 60 hours a week.
So we're totally, going off topic. But I'm gonna ask you, I don't even know if you're going to know the answer to this. Okay. Before we actually, I have other questions I'm going to ask you. But, so who do you think is going to win this week? This is a curveball. This is out of
win the U.S. Open?
Yes, the U.S. Open. Who do you think is going to win the U.S. Open?
I have absolutely no idea.
I love it. Hey, that's pure honesty. Right? Pure honesty.
It's not Bryson. He doesn't win. He hits the ball hard and far, which I love, but he does not win. I'll go Jordan. Oh my word!
Oh, someone's at my front door.
Your dogs are chaotic. Who's at your front door?
I don't know.
Let's look. We have the. Do you have the little doorbell cam?
I do. Hey, Erica. Go ahead. Yeah, hold on 1 second.
This is gold right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens when we're live in person.
I'll be back.
Okay, Bruce is gonna go, so I'm gonna try to entertain the stream for a moment.
It'll take 2 seconds.
Okay, let's see. What should I rant about that Bruce would give me crap for? PGA? No, I have no idea how to talk about that by myself. So here's what I'm gonna talk about. Before we got on, Bruce and I were talking about he was being a fanboy over Justin Fields, which is very entertaining for me. He was talking about Justin Fields, and if I was a non-biased Packers fan, which will never happen, I do my best. I cover the Packers. Doesn't really get into my fandom. Most of the time, I do my best to keep it non-biased. But we were talking about Justin Fields versus Jordan Love. And if, lady, it's okay. Don't worry. And if it was swapped, if Jordan Love was on the Bears, how high would I be on Jordan Love? And my assessment was I'd probably say similar things that I say right now about Justin Fields. I think he's talented. If Jordan Love was on the Bears, I say he's talented. I hope the Bears don't ruin him. I don't think he has enough weapons around him to succeed. So, that's what... read the advertisement. See who...
You don't love the professional...
Yeah, Sean needs to be our producer because he told me to read the advertisements while you were gone, and I did not. But I'm going to do that. So, the weekend is right around the corner, and there are plenty of things going on in Central Illinois to keep you and the family busy. Whether you're just visiting or you call the heart of Illinois home, Discover Peoria, the Peoria Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, has dropped us some information about a few weekly discoveries you won't want to miss. And the first one is the 56th Annual Tremont Turkey Festival. Since 1966, Tremont Turkey Festival has been bringing crowds from all over the state to Tremont. We're so excited to have the festival back this year. There's a lot of festivals in Peoria. There's also, this is way ahead of time, but in October, they do the Pekin Pumpkin Festival. And that is my favorite thing to do.
Hey, so I don't know if you saw this, but it's already done.
Yeah, it happened last weekend. I saw that. That's why I started talking about something else. I'm Bruce. I'm not an idiot. I know what I'm doing. I'm professional, and you ruined it.
It's okay. Hey, but you know what though? Music in the Park.
There we go.
Lewiston's Music in the Park is in full swing for its 10th anniversary season. Every Thursday evening, Music in the Park is held at Porter Park in the town square of Lewiston. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Because Lewiston.
What is it?
Lewiston. It's free to public,
so.
Food available, and a 50-50 drawing is held each night. Attendees are encouraged to bring their friends in lawn chairs. Jam with Willie's Country Blues Hounds this week and head to our event page to learn more. Obviously, you're going to watch our show first, then head over there, but
That's true. That's true. As it should be.
Okay, so I apologize about that, you guys. So I had to run out because my neighbor asked to borrow our sprinkler, and this is what happens when... I think it's absolutely hilarious.
I love that.
Oh, shit. Hey, someone's at my door. Oh, it's my neighbor. Hey, can I borrow your sprinkler? Yeah. Yes, you can. Oh, they're very nice, honestly. They're actually really good people. We're very lucky to have, awesome neighbors. But
you don't, because you don't hate your neighbors.
Exactly. We don't at all.
Which is impressive.
Our neighbors are freaking amazing. So to go on back to what we were talking about with PGA, so you have absolutely no, don't care who it is. I
have absolutely no idea.
What I was going to look at was I wanted to see who was favored.
That's a great question that I also don't know the answer to.
I'm looking at FanDuel right now. That's right, FanDuel. If you want to sponsor us, more welcome to.
Yeah, Gabby, sponsor us, bro.
Gabby. Wow, we're on first-name basis, huh?
Well, with the person who runs the FanDuel social media, yes.
Wow. So
I know her. Yeah.
So currently.
Yes. Who's favored?
John Rahm. Guess who has him for ESPN? Let's go, baby!
There we go. That's what I love to see.
We'll see what happens.
Our guy getting dubs out here.
So this is this is how effed up this is right now. So John Rahm, who is my guy that I have through ESPN Chicago.
Yes.
Second at plus 1,200 is Brooks Koepka.
Ooh.
Third, Bryson DeChambeau.
Really?
At plus 14.
So what do I know? Apparently he does win things.
Fourth is Dustin Johnson. Fifth is Xander, and for those of you who still follow him big time, Rory McIlroy is plus 1,800. So honestly, I'm cool with John Rahm, but I would love to see Brooks and Bryson go at it on the last day. That's just my thought.
I agree. Okay, enough talk about golf. That's boring.
Hey,
here's what I want to talk about.
Questions
oh, you have questions?
So
go for it.
Questions first, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
All right, so
we have plenty of time. Okay.
No shit, right? So you're by yourself now.
Yes.
You've been busting your ass with the minor league. It's an independent league, right?
Yeah.
So independent league stuff. So if you guys didn't know this, MJ also covers an independent baseball team down in Peoria.
Yep.
I don't recall the name of them. However,
it's the Peoria Sunday Morning Baseball League.
It's creative. Do they play on Sunday mornings?
And Sunday afternoons and Wednesday nights now, because the league got a lot bigger than it was when it first started. But it's the oldest amateur baseball league in the United States.
Okay.
It's been around for 106 years.
That's pretty badass, actually.
Yeah.
So one of the things I was getting him shit about, was last week. I don't know if you guys remember. We talked about this a little bit. Did we talk about it on air or no?
What?
The guy that
threw a perfect game?
Yeah.
I don't think we talked about that on air.
Okay, so there was a 32, 34?
34, I think.
34-year-old gentleman by the name of
Josh Caruso.
Excuse me, Josh. Sorry, I just burped. He threw a perfect game last week.
Yes.
And then today, when MJ came over, he was talking to me about the league that he covers, and he was like, "Yeah, there's a 54-year-old, 54.
Yep.
54-year-old man who threw. How hard did he throw?
Not hard at all.
Okay, so junk. So he threw junk.
Yeah.
Did he have a knuckleball?
What? I don't think so. I was not covering that game.
Fair.
So I have not seen him pitch in person yet.
Fair.
But I know the man is 54 years old.
And he threw a no-hitter last night.
Yes. They won 11-0.
So that's my first reaction was, is this a shitty ass league or something?
So there's one team that's entirely college baseball players.
Okay.
Like,
well, this dude's 54 years old. Yes. That's the main thing that I like.
He has the most, from what I've heard, he is the most accurate pitcher that anyone has ever seen. Like,
so he's Greg Maddux. Like
basically,
Greg
yeah.
The
Essentially, yeah.
Sunday morning league.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. And he's third all time in strikeouts for this league. And you want to know the guy's name in first place?
See this bat?
Yeah.
I'd rock him.
Bruce, you couldn't rock me, let alone Mike Kraft. And I'd probably be pretty similar in speed to Mike Kraft, but that's okay. But no, the guy in first place all time for Sunday Morning League strikeouts is a guy by the name of Harry Dean Blair, who pitched from 1945 to 1964. And he has 949 career strikeouts.
So there's a thing that a former teacher of mine has, and it's a sponge mind with like knowledge and like pointless information and stuff.
That's
like
me.
That.
Yeah.
I was about to say you have that.
That is me.
I think he has that like that gene of just absorbing like shit that like people won't care about. However,
exactly.
When you like put it out there.
When I need it, yeah.
People are like, damn.
Exactly.
That's pretty impressive.
Yes.
See, I wish I could have. I don't have that at all. Like my ass is like, oh wait, what did I eat for lunch yesterday?
Yeah, and it's one of the reasons that I was able to do congressional debate because I could. Once I wrote my speech, I had it memorized.
So you would say you're a masturbator?
No, master debater.
Oh, you're a master debater.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You're very original, Bruce. I've never heard that before. Yeah, you're incredible.
But no, I had to ask you that question though, about like that league, and I know it's an old league in regards to the age of
correct.
But
and there are some older dudes like the top level. So I would say the way I've compared it, the top of that league would be like Schaumburg Boomers competition. Would be the top players in that league.
Right.
And then there are some guys in there who are old, not great, but they've been there for a long time. Most of the time it's like the managers, they'll play if they need to, if they don't have enough guys.
Like a Park District like men's league that
it's a weird combination of the like Schaumburg Boomers like low
legit,
rookie league
potentially
okay. And then there's some old guys who really have no business being there, but somehow they hit opposite field singles off dudes throwing 90.
Just slap.
Yeah. And I am amazed by it. A guy yesterday got his 100th career hit, and he jacked one off the wall in left center. The dude, his name is Zach Schulte. Love him. He looks so incredibly unathletic. He is a pure baseball player. Like, dude, any other sport... no way he could compete. And Zach, I love you, but there's no way you could compete in any other sport other than baseball. He's like a super utility player. He catches pitches first and third, and just somehow hits. He doesn't wear batting gloves. He has the old school, like the legitimate helmet with only one ear flap.
Nice, like just.
And he just it looks ugly every time he hits, and he gets hits. So it's guys like that where you look at him and you're like, what is this? But like, exactly. He just flicks it the opposite field, and then he caught up to a fastball last night, hit it about 360 to left center, dinked it off the wall.
That's awesome. Did you say dinked it? You just said dinked it.
Dinked it.
Dinked it. Oh, dinked.
No.
Enunciation.
No, that would have to be a home run.
So then,
yeah.
So if you dick
no,
it,
yeah, you don't
run.
you don't dick it off the wall, Bruce. What are you talking about, bro?
Oh, that was great.
You have any other questions about me living on my own?
No. Okay. Well, how's everything else going? Hey, you've gotten all the stuff that I sent you, right, with the food. So if you guys didn't know this, MJ
we do need to go out because I owe you food.
Okay, you do? Oh yeah, you do owe me food.
We do need to go out to lunch.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, because Joel Embiid had to go get hurt, so the Sixers lost Game 4 against the Wizards, and now they're about to lose the series against Atlanta.
Holy shit! Great segue.
Thank you, because that's what I want to talk about next.
I mean, same. So, I cannot believe they lost a game. They're frauds. I'm sorry. Like, I genuinely think that the 76ers, trust the process, all that stuff.
Yeah.
The fact that I think it was, and forgive me if I'm wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong. Excuse me. It wasn't. I think it was Barkley that made someone made the comment. I can't remember who the hell it was. Barkley. I know that's a terrible person to reference when it comes to anything with some kind of analytical thought, but. Someone said that Joel Embiid was the best overall center in the history of the NBA. Overall center. And now that, mind you, that's defense.
They said Charles Barkley?
I think no. They said Joel Embiid.
Oh no.
So they said shooting, rebounding, shooting free throws. He missed 2 of them that were critical yesterday.
Yep.
Just all of that, and. Seeing some of the stuff that he was doing and watching game this series and seeing he's not. I'm sorry, he's not. He's not a dominant force.
At moments, yes.
But
overall, no.
But these are moments when it's easier.
But here's the thing.
You see, but hold on, let me you see players that are dominant players are guys that take over in key moments like that.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yes. Here's my criticism. It's hard for, in my opinion, in today's game, it's very hard for a center to be that guy. I don't think a center, and you've seen that realistically from Giannis, right? Somebody that size with that skill set in the paint is no longer the person who's going to carry somebody to an NBA champion.
But Giannis isn't a back down guy.
He's still
is a face up drive to the basket guy.
Still, LeBron can't carry anymore. Anthony Davis, AD and LeBron were able to do it together, right?
But what breaks down defenses?
What
breaks down defenses?
Spacing.
Correct. And how do you but it also draws in defenses driving to the basket. When you drive into the basket and you kick out, that's
why it does. And here's my criticism: the Sixers are not built well around Joel Embiid.
I agree.
Ben Simmons. So I saw something the other day, and let me see if I can get this correctly. Russell Westbrook knows he can't shoot, and still shoots anyway, right?
We gotta kick this guy out.
Sorry. Who are we kicking out? Okay, I got it. Oh, I got it. Get out of here. Get out of my chat. You're out. So Russell, no, stop it. Stupid OBS. Stop it. Do not end my stream. Okay, stay there. Russell Westbrook knows he can't shoot. Or wait, no. No.
Where are you going?
Ben Simmons knows he can't shoot, doesn't shoot. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He has to shoot, though, because they play him for the drive.
Exactly. Giannis knows he can't shoot, but he has to shoot. And then Russell Westbrook doesn't know.
He just jacks.
He doesn't know he can't shoot, and he shoots
but
a lot.
I do.
So realistically, in practice, what's the difference between those 3 players? None of them have won a championship. None of them have been able to single-handedly carry a team. Because in crunch time, who's taking the shots for the Bucks? It's not Giannis. It's Chris Middleton. He's taking mid-range shots for the Bucks. I'm sorry. If you're not the one taking shots in crunch time, Joel Embiid missed a lot of shots yesterday in crunch time. He was the guy taking the shots. You want to know why he wasn't able to make those? You're on TV, lady.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Lady wants to say hi.
You want to know why Joel Embiid wasn't able to make those shots? because Tobias Harris wasn't hitting shots yesterday. Normally, that's his safety net. Tobias Harris can go get a bucket, just like Chris Middleton is Giannis' safety net. And that's okay. You can have those, right? But when Ben Simmons is a liability, and I think it was game 4, Ben Simmons was not on the court for the final shot.
I counter to that, and I don't disagree with anything you're saying, though. Joel Embiid had Seth Curry last night. Seth Curry.
Yes, he did. Seth Curry hit 7 threes.
He put up 32?
Yeah, he second most threes in a Philly playoff game behind AI.
And that was his career high, from what I recall.
Yes, I believe so.
So it was there. Hi, beautiful. It was there. In my opinion, the help was there. I just think that...
But they were the only 2 people to make a shot in the second half. Okay. I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
So
I did watch it.
And I love Seth Curry to death. I loved the Curry family. Even Damian Lee, who I don't know if you saw. He's his Curry's sister, right? Is married to Damian Lee, and they're gonna have a kid.
Random comment.
Very happy for them. No,
congratulations.
I'm just talking about the Curry family in general. Like I love Seth Curry. I think he was the perfect addition for that Philadelphia 76ers team. The Mavericks lost that Josh Richardson trade. But, and no disrespect to Seth Curry, but when he's your overwhelming number 2 option, that's not going to go well. Ben Simmons is supposed to be that guy. He, statistically, realistically, he has not improved since he came into the league.
My dad's calling.
Your dad's calling?
This is great. Hey, Dad. How's it going?
This is fantastic. You cannot script this, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no. That's fine. It's off of Milwaukee Road.
Lady wants to say hi, too.
Right before Lake Cook. So if you're taking Lake Cook east...
Like imagine
it's like an off-ramp.
Imagine if like Sue Bird and LeBron James made a kid.
Yeah.
Who would that be? If Sue Bird and LeBron James made a kid. That's actually interesting.
Let me call you back in a second because right now I'm live on my podcast, so I'm on the phone. So I'm on the phone right now. So
say hi.
Hold on. Here, Dad. Now you're on speaker. You want to say hi, people?
Hello, everybody. I'm just asking my son about some directions.
No, you're all good. So that's fine. Let me call you back as soon as we're done with this, and I'll let you know. Okay? No problem. Bye, Dad. That's awesome.
Hey, this is a family show.
It's
the day before a wedding, so all family is welcome. Hey, if Papa Males wants to drop by, and does he have any hot takes?
Oh,
he got any hot takes?
He has 0 hot takes. Oh, he has hot takes. It's not at all.
Not about sports.
Anything about sports.
That's okay. That's fair.
Hey, we're on number 3 right now.
There we go.
So anyway, I'm sorry. So
I don't know. Just this is more a commentary on Ben Simmons than Joel Embiid. I think Joel Embiid has been fantastic this year. The progress he has made specifically defensively, he was terrible defensively at the beginning of his career. He has made a jump to superstardom. He is one of the guys that I would rank top 10 in the NBA. Those are my superstars. Joel Embiid is on that list. He was second in MVP voting this year, which I think was very well deserved. So I don't know. Just if I was the Sixers, I would listen to any and all offers on Ben Simmons and any and all offers on Tobias Harris. I think the only people I absolutely have to keep are Joel Embiid, Matisse Thybulle, and Seth Curry. Everybody else is up for grabs. I'd probably keep Danny Green too.
I keep Danny Green too. I would put Seth Curry in that category though of because like right now I think you can sell high on him.
Oh, true. That's fair. And yes, that depends on the offer.
Correct.
If I could get, and I'm seeing that my decibel levels are very loud. Whoopsies. If I could get like a Tyler Hero.
How loud am I?
Or something like that. No, you're doing good.
I thought am I muted?
No, you're doing good. You're okay.
Sorry, guys.
No,
I got distracted from the screen.
Yeah, don't.
I'm like looking at my camera.
Don't look at my screen.
Forgetting.
Don't look at my screen. It's my screen.
Shut up.
I need that privacy protector clearly because you're snooping on me.
Apparently.
So yeah, the Sixers are so close, and no disrespect to the Hawks, but if you're getting beat by Trae Young, who I absolutely love, and I would like to say...
He screwed me over last night.
I would like to say...
He screwed me over yesterday on my bet that I had.
All of the people...
freaking rebound.
All of the people talking smack... All of the people obsessed with Luka Doncic...
Oh, stop.
Who made it further...
Stop.
Who's still in the playoffs? Who's about to beat...
You don't think it's a more talented team?
The Hawks?
Yes.
No.
You don't think that the Hawks are a more talented team than the Mavericks?
No, and if Luka's that good, he should be able to make up the difference.
He was an MVP finalist, wasn't he?
No.
Yes.
He was not one of the top three.
He wasn't in the top three.
He was not. It was Embiid, Jokic, and Curry.
Curry.
Yeah, it was not Luka Doncic, which if it was, I would have lost my mind.
I don't know. I'd still take Luka over Trae because you need.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure? They both put up 30 and 10.
They do. That'd be a really
What's
difficult.
the difference?
That'd be tough. Although,
What's the difference?
Rebounding, and they're both shit defensively.
I don't need rebounding when I have Clint Capella.
No, I'm saying if I start a team.
Right. Okay, it's not that hard to get a center that can get you 10 rebounds a game. I don't need Luka to do that. I don't need him stat padding like Russell Westbrook.
To be honest with you, I really don't think you can go wrong with either one. To start a team.
Yeah.
So I'll just put it out there like that because I genuinely.
That's my point. I think they're pretty even.
I would talk shit about Trae Young being like, oh, he's kind of a bitch, blah, blah. But watching how he played against the Knicks, watching how he's playing in this series, totally flipped.
I will say right now, if I'm starting a team, I take Trae Young over Luka Doncic.
That's what?
100%. She agrees with me.
Oh,
she agrees with me.
Can you chill?
She wants Trae Young.
Everyone's fine.
One shot, fate of the universe on the line. Martian's got the death beam pointed on us.
No,
I want Trae Young.
Oh, my God. I want Michael Jordan.
I want Iguodala.
Andre
I had to. Have you do not know that clip? You know the clip. You know what I'm talking about. Love you, Max Kellerman.
Oh, God. Anyway.
Honestly, I think I'm a very Max Kellerman.
I guess. I don't even know who I am. I'm just me.
Proud of you.
Thanks. Appreciate it. I'll be like Skip Bayless. I can't even give you a straight face for it.
Okay, time to go to Twitter and find a new co-host if you're going to be Skip Bayless. Okay, want to do, let's see, what do we have on here? Here, I'll read number 4.
Oh, fair. I think that's the last one anyway.
Yep, so, Heart of Home,
Heart
of Illinois.
We didn't read number 3.
Do we read number 3?
No.
We did not. Read number 3.
Music in the Square. The Lily M. Evans Library District in Princeville will be hosting their free concert series during the first 3 Fridays in June of 2021. This is the 4th year providing these family-friendly concerts in Princeville's Stevens Square. The Princeville and Peoria St. Jude Run will provide a water and soda concession sponsored by Princeville State Bank, and there will be a local food vendors there to provide food options for the square before and during the concerts. The Lions Club will start cooking at 5:15 p.m. and the concerts start at 7 p.m. Please bring your own lawn chair. Feel free to stay in your vehicle too if you want. You can listen to music, listen to our podcast, listen to anything our Twitch. I'm cool with that too. In June, there was a great time that they did a jazz thing. I heard the jazz thing that they did there on the 11th was awesome, though.
Where?
In Princeville for the show.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I heard it was actually really good. But anyway, head over to the event page to learn more about this week's concert and the upcoming performances the rest of this month. What?
Bruce, you're getting much better at reading ads. I'm proud of you.
Hey, I do what I can. It's just reading.
Yeah, reading is hard, though. Words are hard.
Sometimes.
Words are very hard, and that's okay.
We're going to continue with this liveness, and I'm going to provide this puppy with a treat. You want a treat?
Yeah. You want a treat?
You want a treat?
You want a treat?
Oh, he wants one too. Right,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I love being live.
Here's so the Warriors are officially, they are sending a representative to the lottery because they will likely get the Timberwolves pick. So my question.
This is your specialty.
I know, but my question to you, Bruce.
Oh, here we go.
If you're the Warriors,
okay,
do you trade that pick?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
For what?
What pick?
There
have been talks.
What pick do they have?
So they're gonna have. I think theirs is like.
Well, what's the potential?
Theirs is like 16. Their personal pick, and then the projected for the Timberwolves is 4.
Okay.
So they could have 4, 16, and then assets you can use. Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, Kelly Oubre.
I'd get rid of Andrew Wiggins for the Warriors.
There have been discussions of Kawhi wanting out, and Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, and 4 for Kawhi.
And the 16.
Probably 16, yeah.
So here's the only issue, though. So from the things I've read and heard,
yes,
he may have tore his ACL.
Yes.
So
that is the wrench in the plan. But that package, that can get you
a healthy Kawhi. Like I would say,
right.
If I were
yes. But I'm just talking generally. That's a package that can get you a third star again, and the Warriors are in a position where they can once again be terrifying.
Yes. And that's assuming everything goes well with Clay. And I actually think it will be.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, because I know you're a Warriors fan, I do hope that young man, listen to me.
You're like 4 years older than him, but
I
it's
know,
fine.
right? Like, I really hope that he's able to recover and
I think he will.
Because it's terrible. Like, what do you have? A torn ACL, and then he tears his Achilles.
Yeah.
Like, and it was in the opposite leg too.
Yes.
That's what's screwed up.
And I think he will be okay, because if you look at KD is much more susceptible to those type of injuries. He's a skinny dude. He puts a lot of power on those legs. No disrespect to Clay, but his biggest game is catch and shoot. Okay?
Well, he runs off screens, though.
Yeah.
Because, I remember when he scored, 50-something, he only dribbled the ball, 8 times
or
some shit like that.
Yeah, so it's a lot of catch and shoot.
Right.
But if the running he's doing is not leaping to dunk, it's not a lot of hard dribble moves.
Well, it's hard cuts, though.
I mean, yes and no.
It's hard cuts off screen.
Yes, but I think he can handle that a lot better than he can and he's 6'6". He's not the 6'11", 7 foot that Kevin Durant is. He's much more proportional because Kevin Durant looks like the Slim Reaper.
Wow. Well, isn't that his
That's his nickname.
Yeah.
Other than Snake.
Slim. What's the weird thing called that all the kids were into back in the 2000s? Slim? No, that's the fucking food, bro.
I don't know.
What's the name of that thing?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh gosh, the Slender Man. There you go. That's what I was thinking of. That just happened. But I digress. Anyways, next question though.
Yes.
Who wins that series though with the 76ers Hawks?
Hawks.
There
is no way that the Sixers take both of those games.
One's home and one's away.
Yeah. So the Sixers have to go into it.
Atlanta.
Win Game 6
tomorrow. Is that tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's the line in that right now?
No idea.
So,
but if you think the Sixers are going to win both of those games, because the Hawks have bought into the foul Ben Simmons strategy when they need to.
True.
Which is hilarious, which is why they take Ben Simmons off the court in important factors. In important times.
Tomorrow at 6:40 p.m. So we'll be watching that at my wedding.
There you go.
Love you, babe. Sorry.
There you go.
But watch
after the wedding.
Well, it'll be because reception.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about the reception is there's a TV there, and I made sure there was a TV there so that way I could put sports on.
Yes.
She was okay with it.
Yes.
She was okay with it.
And we're packing this up so I can go live there.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be hilarious. And we're going to go live there in some kind of capacity.
Okay. I can go live off my phone, so
that'd be hilarious. It'd be pretty damn funny if we.
I'll go TikTok live.
Ooh. That'd be kind of whatever.
Good.
Anyway,
TikTok live
so right now the Hawks are the 76ers are -3 for tomorrow.
Okay. 76ers -3. So.
And why? Okay, so real quick, they're favored to win.
Yeah, barely. I know how that works. I'm just processing home away.
So
whatever.
no. Well, right. So that's basically.
So they're barely favored to win.
So if it was -2, I think it's 1.5, -1.5, -2 basically. I think that's a push.
Yeah.
So
it's basically.
So like NFL, when the NFL is -3.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So it's essentially a toss-up.
Correct. So here's my question though. And I just thought of this when you were thinking about like when you were analyzing it and shit like that. Why is it that Doc Rivers like seemingly has this all the time with his teams?
Underperforming,
just not.
Well, part of it is I think he has a lot of respect in the league. He's often on teams with multiple perceived stars. And so when you don't go to the finals, then it he often, I feel like, is at least conference finals or bust.
This guy, I'll give you free lessons.
You can give me lessons, bro.
I don't need lessons. Come on now.
Let's go, Chad. You can give me lessons.
You can give MJ lessons.
Yeah, I need him. I have a baseball swing.
I'll just talk smack to you, and I'll still win.
Really?
No, genuinely speaking, though. So as I was saying, so the only, again, correct me if I'm wrong, Twitchers, those of you that are in there. I know, right?
That hurt my heart.
A little bit. He's only won one championship from.
Doc Rivers has even won one?
Yeah, with Rondo, Kevin Durant, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen.
You mix up Kevin Durant and Kevin Garnett more than anyone I've ever heard in my life. That? I don't know.
Like, I don't... Okay, so Kevin Garnett,
yes.
Paul Pierce, Rajon Rondo, and Ray Allen.
Okay.
I think he won a championship with that team.
Yes.
Is that right?
You were correct.
Okay, so...
Yeah, I just forgot that was him.
That was like when Garnett... I almost did it again. That was when Garnett, at the end, was like, anything's possible!
Yeah. You know things people forget about? Paul Pierce was on the Wizards.
What the fuck?
Paul Pierce also pooped himself.
He did, and he got wheeled out. Although, who else pooped themselves? Someone else pooped themselves in a college football game, and it was a Florida Gators running back.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it Tim Tebow?
It was a running back.
Yeah, he's a running back.
He's a quarterback.
He's not a running back. He's not a quarterback.
You're right. He's not a running back.
He's not a tight end either. But look at where we are.
Although they did say that he's been doing okay, like at camp. Like he doesn't.
Well, yeah, he's jacked. Of course he'll be okay.
They're saying his like footwork obviously is a little sketchy just because he didn't play the tight end position. But
well, yeah.
Overall, athletically, like he's fitting in.
Tebow is a fullback. Honestly, though, Jake, if the Packers signed him as their H-back, I would not be mad.
He's too slow.
As their tight end fullback combo.
As a fullback, like I'm cool with that.
Well, because so.
Well, okay, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Tight end fullback combo.
Yeah.
No, coming out. Yes, I don't see him blocking anybody though.
If he actually decided to, yes.
Like I could see him like being.
He would actually have to decide to block.
He would be a Pitts thing. Like he would be.
I mean, yeah, he's 6'6", 250.
Yeah, but although I actually do think Tebow might be stronger than him.
Than Pitts?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Because Tebow's older. I mean, Pitts is strong,
what's
but
what's wrong with old man strength?
No, that's my point.
Ouch.
I'm complimenting it.
So you're calling me old too, then, huh?
No. You're ancient.
No. Oh, ancients. Ancients.
You don't have old man strength anymore.
Yeah, I know.
You're past that.
I know. It's going to be dust.
Yeah, just a little fairy dust to help you out. No, don't start with that. He
Whoa,
would be like Pitts.
chill. I'm not saying talent-wise. I'm saying not willing to block. Relax.
You're saying Pitts isn't willing to block?
He's not willing to block.
Really?
He's going to get his ass kicked.
He's not going to be a tight end, realistically. He's going to be a wide receiver.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not willing. Well, how
I don't want him to.
Okay, but I'm just saying that
I don't want him
that's
to.
not like a...
I don't want him to.
So my comparison there is the accurate comparison in that neither one of them...
No, because I would want Tebow to block.
Okay,
I would tell Tebow, if you're going to be on my team, you're
okay,
going
but
to
that's
block.
fair.
You're 6'6",
but that's also not my... That wasn't my original thought process. My original thought process is neither one of them should be blocking.
I mean...
That's it.
I think... Well, no, I think Tebow should be blocking. What are you talking about?
Because he can't block.
How do you... Bruce, when have you seen Tim Tebow try to block?
When have you seen Pitts try to block? You didn't see it in college at all.
Why would you have my point?
And I'm not disagreeing with you on
right.
it. I know what you're saying, but what I'm saying though is you're not putting Tebow in as a blocker. You're not going to put Pitts in as a blocker.
I'm putting.
I'm saying that
you're telling me
there's two completely different arguments though.
So the Packers use Aaron Jones.
You hear that? Exactly.
Lady agrees with me.
No,
she likes me better. So Lady
Pitts is not willing to block. That's full of shit. I'm sorry.
Wow. I interviewed the guy. I think he's willing to block.
Not well.
Wow. Okay. Here's my point. You have 5'8", 5'10" running backs in the NFL who do blitz pickups.
Right.
You don't think Tim Tebow would be able to do that?
No, and I'm not saying that he's...
You don't think Tim Tebow... Can we review the fact of how large Tim Tebow is?
Oh, no, I agree. However...
You're telling me Aaron Jones,
do you think
Tariq Cohen, David Montgomery can do a blitz pickup? I think he can do a blitz pickup, yeah. I'm not going to put him on Aaron Donald, Khalil Mack, Za'Darius Smith.
But that's the thing. But
as a pass rusher.
That's where Pitts is going to be, though, potentially.
No, he's not.
So you're going to line him up...
I'm going to split him out wide. Yes. I'm going to split him out wide. Calvin Ridley on one side, Kyle Pitts on the other.
Okay. So and I'm not against it. I'm just saying that, these are two players that, and frankly, I just don't think that you're going to put them up against, anyone that... are going to plow through them.
Well, no, there's only one tight end in the NFL that actually blocks pass rushers, and that's Mercedes Lewis.
Agree.
He's legitimately the only tight end in the NFL. He was the highest ranked blocking tight end in the NFL last year. He's the only one that I would be comfortable with, even for a moment, going up against one of those top pass rushers.
Agree. No, I agree with that.
So, no, I don't want George Kittle blocking. I don't want Robert Tonyan.
I think George Kittle has a better chance than Tebow does. Why is she going crazy?
I mean, yeah, that's because Tebow hasn't been playing the position as long. If Tebow has been a tight end the same amount of time as Kittle, yeah, I'd give him the same because they're basically the same size. Kittle's probably faster, but realistically, I don't think you're giving Tebow enough credit for how athletic he is and how big he is.
Being big doesn't necessarily mean that you can actually play the sport of football and block. Well, okay, let me correct that. Being big doesn't necessarily mean that you can block.
No, I agree.
So,
but Tebow's also very athletic.
True.
And he's still pretty quick.
Well, so
again,
Kyle Pitts is super athletic.
Yeah, but he's not as big.
But I don't think that he'd be
he's more slight.
I will say, agree. I will say though, his footwork, and this has already been documented. Tim Tebow's footwork is not up to snuff, and it shouldn't be because this isn't his original position.
But even at quarterback, his footwork wasn't great.
Yeah, and neither was his arm. Well, his arm was fine. It was the
It was the throwing motion.
The circle.
Windmill.
But no, my thing is, you're not going to find Kyle Pitts. To go back to my original thought process,
yes.
I was about to say, Kyle Pitts, he's played the position longer. His footwork's going to be better at tight end to block. However, I think he'll get steamrolled by guys in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, especially I think Julio Jones getting traded was Kyle Pitts is not going to be a true tight end. And realistically, George Kittle rarely gets in there and blocks anything more than a double team.
Right.
You never see George Kittle lining up one-on-one. You just don't. And that's okay. He's an incredible pass catcher. I don't need him lining up one-on-one. I don't need Kyle Pitts lining up one-on-one against anybody. If you see blitz coming, you want to slide him in, have him chip before he goes out for a tight end screen over the middle. That's a different story.
No, I agree. Okay, so your buddy here in the chat actually did make a good point. Willing and able are totally different things.
Yes.
And I agree with that. Willing and able are totally different.
Yeah.
Skill plays a factor in there.
Yes, it does.
And I think that while both are willing to block, I think Pitts is going to get his ass kicked only because he's light in the ass. That's it. Footwork will be better. His hand placement will be 100% better.
But they also have.
I think. Hold on, but I also think that because of Tebow's sheer strength.
Yeah.
Just sheer strength, his fundamentals are going to be shit. His footwork's trash. That's already, like I said, that's already been brought up. That's already been talked about.
Right.
But I almost actually think that like I'm gonna actually like take away my point. I would actually rather have Tebow blocking than Pitts.
I agree.
So I like, but at the same time though, I don't want Tebow blocking.
I agree.
So
I would only put him as a blitz pickup in the backfield.
in the backfield, okay.
Yeah.
So like, I wasn't necessarily disagreeing with you, and I don't think you were disagreeing with me. I think we were saying the same thing, but we were just. This is what happens like when like there's no pre-talk or anything like that. We're just both.
Well, I think part of it is I don't care about Tebow's fundamentals. I don't care about how big Kyle Pitts is because I don't want them doing those things.
Yeah. Okay. That's a fair point too.
So like, yeah, Tebow's fundamentals can be crap. He's gonna be a low scale Taysom Hill for the Jaguars. That's basically what he's gonna be.
Real low.
I don't think he's gonna be real low. I think he'll be able to function okay. Did you?
Ooh,
I don't know if you
I
saw
like
there was a prop bet. I don't know if it's still out for Tim Tebow to score a touchdown.
Well, I got it.
You did?
Yep.
It was like plus 1,800 or something.
Got it.
I will smack that all day.
Dude, so actually, is there a chance that Tebow would be a better version of Taysom Hill?
No. So I wanted to say no initially because Sean Payton over Urban Meyer, but Urban Meyer knows Tebow. The only thing I have trouble with is, I feel like Taysom Hill is slightly smarter, and I don't necessarily have a statistic or an example to support it, but I just feel like from what I've watched, and part of that may be the positions he's been put in, and I haven't seen Tim Tebow in that role yet, so it's hard to judge.
Okay, that's fair.
But you have a guy you have two guys who used to play quarterback. They're now in a tight end hybrid role, and even when Taysom Hill plays quarterback, he doesn't throw the ball.
When was the best quarterback of all time in college football?
I am in your house right now, and I'm going to kick you out.
You know there are air quotes to that, though. Best quarterback.
Get out.
It's true. Look at the stats. The stats don't lie.
Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
Oh.
There we go.
Hey, what happened there?
OBS just died.
I don't know what happened there. We're back?
I think so, yeah.
Good? Hold on, let me see.
It's still running. Okay, we'll see what happens on here.
Hold
It just goes beep, 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 beep.
There we go. Okay, we're good.
Okay, sweet. Okay, I don't know what happened there.
He tells me to get out of my house and his program crashes. That's what happens. That's a Tebow effect. That's a Tebow effect.
I'm just happy you didn't say Brady effect.
Ooh. Okay, actually,
Real quick.
again,
What?
I was about to say, again, great segue.
Oh, my mic's not plugged in.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Hello? There we go.
Wow, where this is great.
My mic slightly died. It's okay. Well, because I don't normally hold it, so it doesn't normally sway around like that. Don't. Stop it.
So, my next comment was going to be about the EA Sports Madden 22 cover.
Fix your game.
Yes, please fix your game. There was an awesome post looking on. Okay, I saw it in the corner of my eye. I was like, what's going on over there?
Bruce, that's what you look like right now.
Oof.
That's what you look like.
No, that's a sweet mustache. Mine doesn't
Yeah,
look
it
that. Mine does not look that glorious.
I love Bailey. His mustache is immaculate.
I do not have a glorious.
And he's
mustache.
much better
What the
at
hell?
Twitter than you are.
What the hell? Well, yeah, no, I'm terrible at Twitter.
I know.
I try to. Like,
What do you want to know?
I don't remember what I was doing.
Okay.
What the fuck was I doing?
I have no idea.
See, like,
You never
I
told
looked
me.
at a glorious mustache and I lost myself in said mustache. I felt like I was sitting at the beach with a pina colada in my hand with, like, some, I don't even know, like, great music playing.
Beautiful woman by your side.
My wife.
Yeah.
Of tomorrow. Just give me a wife tomorrow. How fucked up is that? Anyway.
That's crazy.
It is really crazy, actually.
You're going to be forever betrothed.
What?
Betrothed.
Betrothed. Nice. Good word. I think you said betrothed. I was like, that's not it. What?
Bruce, I actually have a vocabulary. We actually have more viewers now because people came back after I sent out.
Hey, welcome back, guys. So
welcome back. Thank you.
Fucked up the Twitch right there.
Don't worry about it.
No, I crashed. That's what happened. Anyway.
Hey, Bruce.
What? Why am I looking at?
Boom.
Oh my God. All right, so let's get back into what we want to actually talk about.
Can we go to the thing?
What's the thing?
The thing. You know the thing. No. The thing that you like talking about that gets me riled up right now. Oh. You okay? Go.
All right.
Introduce it.
So, gosh, hold on. Let me.
I'm gonna go Zen mode for a moment before I know the quote. If you want me to just tell
That's
you.
That's not his name. Hold on. Don't say anything.
I know the quote. The idiot who shouldn't be talking.
All right, so, guys, this is great. Let me give my take on it. It's going to be a lot shorter than yours.
Yep.
So earlier this week, Mark Murphy released a statement. And if you don't know who Mark Murphy is, he's the current president?
Yep.
President of the Green Bay Packers. Released a statement.
Because we don't have an owner, so he's the top, yeah.
Fair. So, you all are owners. Those of you that bought
I am an owner. I have a share.
$400 bullshit freaking thing. That's just so that way they can have money.
I didn't buy it. My grandfather bought it a long time ago.
Oh, well, fair enough. Long time ago. Actually, that wasn't that long ago. But anyway, so Mark Murphy came out with a statement, president of the Packers, talking about how Aaron Rodgers' situation is dividing the fan base. And I'm paraphrasing. That's not the exact quote, but that's essentially what it was. Am I correct?
No, that was exactly what he said. The Aaron Rodgers situation has divided our fan base.
Okay. So, my thoughts on that was, why are you even releasing a statement when that shit wasn't even brought up, first of all? Because, there wasn't even a media...
So, every month he does a editorial blog on the website.
I was about to say, that wasn't even, him talking to the media. That wasn't him answering any kind of question that was put forth, to him from any source or anything like that. It was just him being like, I'm going to put this out there.
Yeah.
Why even say anything? I'm not, obviously, y'all know I'm not even a Packers fan. You see my Bears flag right there. You see the Matt Forte autograph right there. You see, I'm a Bears fan. Justin Fields should start week 1, by the way. But what I'm going to say, though, is as a president of football operations, we know this all too well, by the way, as Bears fans, because they're fucking idiots sometimes. Yes. But you had a guy come out with a statement that shouldn't even come out with. You would act as a Packers fan. Y'all would look a lot better if he just shut up. Don't say anything. Why even release that statement? Frankly, you're probably gonna piss off Aaron Rodgers more by saying that. What are you doing? What are your thoughts on it? My thoughts are just you should just shut up because it'd make the Packers look better.
So the other part that you didn't mention was Murphy also then a couple days later hid behind the late great Ted Thompson's words, where Ted Thompson apparently at one point behind closed doors called Aaron Rodgers a complicated fella.
Oh, I did see that.
And then Mark Murphy said that publicly. I don't remember where he said it, but he put it out publicly, hiding behind the words of Ted Thompson. Why do you bring that up? So here's my take on it. Honestly, if Rodgers is upset with anyone, I think it would be Murphy. It's definitely not LaFleur. So your choices right now are Gutekunst or Mark Murphy. Goody, yes, he became director of player personnel in 2016, and that was when all of Aaron Rodgers' friends started leaving. So there's that piece. But Mark Murphy is the one who actually, Matt Schneidman did a great piece. We both talked to Matt before on our Thanksgiving show. He did a piece today, similar.
For those of you guys that don't know who that is, he's the ESPN beat reporter for the Green Bay Packers.
No, that's Rob Domofsky.
Matt
is the Athletic.
Athletic.
Yeah, we've talked to both. But so Matt did a piece from the end of the NFC title game, that press conference, to today.
Right.
15 points and I think it came out today, 15 points where this situation has changed. Packers have messed things up. Things have happened, etc. And a lot of that is Mark Murphy. Because in March, before...
Look at him. He's just a goon. Sorry.
He is. In March, before Goody and LaFleur and Murphy started flying out to see Aaron Rodgers, in March, Murphy started being weird, saying that he was asked about restructuring Rodgers' contract, and he started getting weird. They didn't want to touch his contract.
Yeah.
I think that's part of where it started. I do think there is some deep-rooted things. Aaron Rodgers doesn't like the culture. And if you want to talk about where culture comes from, same way we talk about it with the Bears, it's the ownership. And that starts at the top with Mark Murphy, with the Green Bay Packers. So if you want to talk about a culture in Aaron Rodgers' mind that no longer cares about the people, I think that starts with Mark Murphy, and I think that's where Aaron Rodgers' problem starts. Is that the heart of it? I'm not sure. But I think if you're Aaron Rodgers' camp, there is absolutely nothing better than Mark Murphy opening his mouth. If you are Aaron Rodgers' camp, every time he opens his mouth,
it makes him look so much better.
You just get that little smile on your face, like,
Yep.
he just said that.
Thank you.
And because Aaron Rodgers has absolutely all the leverage, I will say, if it was any other organization in the NFL, Aaron Rodgers would have 100% complete leverage and something would have already happened. The Green Bay Packers are probably the only team that are willing to just sit him on the bench. Do I think that's going to happen? No. He will either be under center for the Packers week 1, to answer your question, Chad. He will either be under center for the Packers week 1, or he'll be on a different team. At this point in time,
I don't think he plays.
You're a fool.
I don't think he plays. Genuinely, I don't think he plays. I think it's going to be a Le'Veon Bell situation.
So, okay. If Rodgers doesn't play the entire season, he loses $36 million. And he may have a lot of money, Bruce, but I would love to watch any human being just willingly sacrifice $36 million. I don't care how much money he's made in his career. I do not care. That's $36 million. So if you're Shailene Woodley, his new lady, and you're looking at your
she don't care. She's a
new
hippie.
man, all those vacations to Hawaii you're going on, all those fancy trips you're taking with all your friends, $36 million would give you a lot more trips. $36 million to any human being. I don't care who you are. And the other thing is Rodgers cares a lot about his image. Like, that is his number one thing. That's why he didn't like when the Packers cut Jake Kumaro the day after he praised him for 15 minutes. Okay? So, if you're Aaron Rodgers and you sit out for an entire season, that makes you look real bad. Okay?
So there was an article. I should have sent it to you. So there was an article that was done talking about the situation with Rodgers and how he is as a player. And frankly, I'll actually.
Are you talking about the fan-sided article yesterday?
I don't know if it was fans. I honestly don't remember who.
The one with the anonymous GM talking about how. Yeah, that was
Rodgers,
from fan-sided. That was the worst piece of reporting I've ever seen.
But it wasn't fan. It wasn't. So
it was fan-sided.
There was another. It was another.
It was Matt Lombardo from fan-sided.
That broke it?
Yes.
So then the one that I... So
it was off of that. And that was one of the worst, really, you're going to drum up more drama from an anonymous quote from a former GM, really.
Who didn't go on record, mind you.
Exactly. If you don't go on record with it, anybody can sit here and say Aaron Rodgers is a drama queen, whatever. I don't care. Either play for my team or don't. If you don't want to play, I've gone on record the last month saying I am more than willing to trade him and move on to the Jordan Love era right now.
Okay, so real quick,
I am more than willing to do that.
I don't know about the accuracy in this, to be honest with you, because it was just a quick Google search.
Yeah.
But, so the year Le'Veon Bell sat out, and that was in 2018?
Yes, that sounds right.
He missed out on $4.5 million from not
Yeah, because I think he didn't play 4 games or something like that.
No, he didn't play the whole year, I thought.
No.
What, really? I gotta refresh.
I don't think so. You think was his contract only $4.5 million?
14. Sorry, excuse me. I said 14.
Oh, 14.
14.5 million.
Oh, okay. Then yes, he did sit out. I'm like 4.5 was not the whole year, but 14.5, yes.
Yeah, $14.5 million.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He missed on not playing that year. So, yes, obviously $36 million is significantly more.
Yeah.
However, I don't know. At the same time, I actually do think that genuinely that there is a thought process to an appreciation for what you do as a player. And I think Rodgers has already came out with a quote saying it's not the, and I'm paraphrasing again, but it's not the top officials. It's the people that are actually doing the work that are making the money and doing what's right for whatever the franchise is doing or
That's
blah,
true.
blah, blah. And I think there's a pride thing there.
There is. And Aaron Rodgers said, and I was on the Kenny Mayne's last show, that he said that. And I agree in theory, right? I agree in theory that, Aaron Rodgers has done so much for the organization. There is the school of thought that you give that man whatever he wants until he's done and until he goes out because of what he's done for that organization. That's just not how the Green Bay Packers work. And whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, that, everybody will debate that.
Being live.
What was that?
So I gotta love being live.
Yeah. And, Sean, I agree with you in theory. He has nothing left to prove. I think he's already put himself down. And we were talking earlier, I don't know if I said this before the show or on it. I think Patrick Mahomes, raw talent, most raw talent of all time. I still think he has a couple years to cement himself as officially and statistically the most talented quarterback of all time.
Mm-hmm.
See you, Chad. Thank you. I think Mahomes will get there in a couple years. It's not going to take him long. He's throwing 50 touchdowns a year. It's ridiculous. But right now, nobody has been able to do what Aaron Rodgers has been able to do. So yes, I think Sean, in that sense, he doesn't have anything left to prove. But there are also the people, and Bruce goes on this tirade once every 3 months, how it's embarrassing that he's only won one Super Bowl. I agree.
As a Packers fan, you should be embarrassed by that.
I'm not embarrassed. I've won more Super Bowls since I was born than you have since you were born.
He's a Hall of Fame freaking quarterback.
That's true, and he's won a Super Bowl.
He has, correct.
Yeah.
He's been to, in my lifetime, he's been to more Super Bowls. Actually, the same amount of Super Bowls that I've been to, as a fan. Not been to, but...
Yeah.
The Bears have been to
one because you were 2 years old.
Actually, the Bears have been to 2 Super Bowls in my lifetime.
Oh, yeah, they lost the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean...
I just think they should have won more. That's it.
I agree. And that's where, when people say they haven't given Aaron Rodgers help, look at the offenses that the Packers have had. Look at the MVPs that Rodgers has won, starting in 2011 in the last 10 years. It would be ridiculous to waste first-round capital on a wide receiver when your defense is getting burned.
How did I remember that? Sorry. I just totally remembered my PayPal stuff.
Who are you PayPaling right now, bro?
I'm receiving, dog.
The fan base has such polarizing takes on Rodgers rather than nuanced ones. Yeah, I agree, Jake. To me, like I said, and, Jake, we've talked about this on our shows and stuff like that.
That's great. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that, Jake. Jake?
Jake.
Sorry, Jake. Hey, hold on real quick.
What?
Jake, I apologize. I apologize to you, Jake, for being kind of an asshole earlier. What did I say? I don't even remember what I said. I was like, that's stupid shit. I said stupid shit. I wasn't saying that to you. It was just me just being me. So
Trust me, I yell at Jake all the time. He's okay.
So I apologize for that, Jake.
He's a big boy. He deals with
Jake
all
from
of
State
us
Farm?
on the Packers podcast. Yeah.
Is he a Packers fan?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
he's one of the people I do the Gold Zone with.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. So honestly, sometime I want to have
I'll be on it.
Jake and AJ. Oh yeah. There you go.
No, that'd be terrible. That'd be terrible as my mic falls.
But the thing to me is, you can tell very clearly when people are talking about the Rodgers situation who's a Rodgers fan and who's a Packers fan.
I don't know.
Because in my opinion, you put team over player.
Agree.
Right?
I agree.
So to me, and I think you like this, Bruce, I don't like what players are having to say and go through because of Aaron Rodgers, right? I don't like what the Packers locker room is having to go through because of Aaron. Yes, he is.
I agree.
And, the old school leader, you show up, You do your work.
Do your
You're
work.
doing it for a paycheck.
Yeah.
And you don't have to like Mark Murphy.
At the end of the day, you're playing a fucking game.
Exactly. You're getting paid $36 million to play a game that millions of people love and adore and wish they could play at that high of a level.
And that's not taking away. That's not taking away from his ability.
Not at all.
That's saying that
That's saying you have been given a gift.
Correct.
And you were able to use that to make an incredible amount of money where you can do good with that money. He just gave $1 million to the Barstool Small Business Fund during COVID, which he can do because he makes so much money.
I heard he's going to give us $1 million.
I wish he would. Aaron, if you hear this,
Aaron,
I love you,
if
homie.
you hear this, $1 million, appreciate that.
There you go, homie. But no, he's able to do so much good. He gave a couple $1 million during the California forest fires. So
which is amazing.
Exactly. And
it's not that he's an ass. I don't think he's an ass. However, I think and this is going to totally be contradictory to what you were just saying, but in some ways, I think he's a little selfish.
Yes.
And
yes.
I'm not talking about the ways of the donations that he's done because
correct.
Those are completely awesome.
In the pure football sense.
Correct.
Yes. And it's the same way where Bruce, you work in a high school. My dad worked in a high school for years. You don't have to love your boss when you go to work, wherever you are. You have
my boss is standing in my wedding.
That's true, and so that would be Matt LaFleur to you. You have a very good relationship with your direct boss.
That's fair.
That's a direct impact on your work life.
My boss's
right?
boss is going to the wedding too.
There you go. That would be Goody, right?
However, my boss's boss's boss is not going to the wedding.
Exactly. That would be Mark Murphy. So
go figure.
So it the person that Rodgers has to be okay with is Matt LaFleur. After that, I really don't care if you like Goody. I really don't care if you like Mark Murphy.
Right.
If you want to sit out, go for it. Sit out. You lose $36 million. You lose the fan base, and you won't be back.
You know what?
That's the bottom line. And I will go back to what I've been saying since this whole thing started. If I have to sacrifice 1, even 2 years of being absolutely mediocre and possibly awful to go to Super Bowl perennial playoff contention for 10, 15 years, I will absolutely do that. And I think that's how you can tell the Packers fans from the Rodgers fans which side of that are you on. Because if you ask any other fan base that, if I went to the Chicago Bears,
okay,
and I said you're going to be,
I'll go through another 4 years of Mitchell Trubisky as my quarterback if Justin Fields lives up to the hype.
Exactly.
Of what?
And any realistic fan would say that.
Right.
Any true fan of the team
100%.
would say that. And I think the problem is you have a lot of people who have, and I grew up pretty much with Aaron Rodgers. I have one memory, two specific memories of Brett Favre. And I love him dearly. He's a weirdo, but I love him dearly. He won a Super Bowl for the Packers. Brought him back from being absolutely awful.
I love Brett Favre.
So
huge Brett Favre fan.
I've grown up with Aaron Rodgers. He's been my guy. And if you want to do this to the team that has given you so much, they handed you the keys to the franchise.
Yeah, it's true.
And for whatever reason, it's his life. He can choose what he wants.
I agree.
But if I've said this, if I'm the one running the Green Bay Packers, I would have already traded him.
So I'm gonna it'd be great right now if we had commercials.
True.
After my three beers, I have to go pee so bad.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Sorry, I apologize for sharing that with you guys, but
that's fair. Yeah.
So, but there's 2 other topics that I do want to touch on.
Okay.
Before we end up closing out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you rant more on Rodgers because legit, I'm about to go in the chair right now.
Then you might want to go do that.
So I'm gonna keep. This is what I do. I just keep getting up during a live
and leaving me alone.
Yeah. So I apologize for that.
That's okay. Go.
So you've only had. Oh, thanks.
Go.
Dick. Right back, guys.
Love you too.
Yeah.
So. Are you okay there?
Yeah, somehow I flipped the remote.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
So my last thoughts that I'll give you guys on Aaron Rodgers is this. I have all of the respect for the man, like I've said. And he has given so much to Green Bay. I hope the brother gets a street named after him. I hope that he goes into the Packers Hall of Fame. He'll go into the NFL Hall of Fame in Canton someday. Sorry, it's the Pro Football Hall of Fame because there's other people in there too. And, he deserves all of the respect. He's the freaking reigning MVP, for goodness sake. He deserves the respect of the entire league and the Green Bay Packers. But he's not the GM. He's not the one making roster decisions. And so when you sign that contract to be the franchise quarterback and nothing more. So if you want a different role, then retire and go be the GM of a team, and you can make whatever decisions you want. But the NFL does not have player GMs. That's not how it works. This is not the olden days, where you could be the coach, the GM, and the player all at the same time. This isn't the olden days of baseball, where you were player manager, and that was just commonplace. That's not a thing in football. There are 53 dudes on that team who work so hard every single day. And right now, Jordan Love is the QB1 in Green Bay. You know why? Because Aaron Rodgers is not there.
Oh, we're talking QB1s now.
So if Aaron Rodgers wants to be QB1, if he wants to be the MVP, and he really wants to show the Green Bay Packers that they messed up drafting Jordan Love, show up to training camp. I don't care if you show up before that.
4.
You can cause as much drama. Congratulations. You can cause as much drama as you want before training camp. I could not care less. It gives us more things to talk about.
True.
But show up to training camp and be QB1 and prove to the Green Bay Packers that you messed up Jordan Love. You proved it once. You won an MVP. You really want to show them they messed up? Do it again.
All right. So I'm going to transition off that. So you were talking about QB1.
Yes.
So recently, as of 2 days ago, a gentleman by the name of Mark Silverman, for those of you who don't know, that is Sylvie from Waddle and Sylvie in Chicago. He was able to jump on. He's on a Bears beat, guys. So currently, right now, the Bears, I don't know if any other NFL team is doing it. I think all NFL teams are doing it through Zoom still, their public relations stuff, asking questions. And
yeah.
So
there's there's covering stuff in person.
He's like, I love
yes,
how,
Jake. Yes, Jake.
Yes, Jake. So I apologize about that. So hey,
Jake will love it.
Hey, you guys have had your Packers moment.
We had our time.
But so anyway, as I was saying though, so Sylvie from Waddle and Sylvie had the opportunity to be on the Zoom questions and
yeah.
I guess
that's chaos.
Yeah, from everything that I've heard and seen. Well, the funny thing and the controversial thing about that though is obviously being on a radio show.
Yeah.
You're not a beat guy. You're not a consistent person, a part of it, or anything like that.
No.
He does have access to the Zoom account or Zoom code to put in to be able to watch it. So from what was said, he was trying to be on it. Like he raised his hand because you have to do it virtually.
Yeah.
You raise your hand virtually, and their media relations person ends up like clicking on you and whoever that is. I don't know who it is. So you have your hand raised and it stays raised for the duration until you are like chosen to talk.
Oh no.
So what Sylvie, for those of you that didn't know, what he ended up doing, I like how I'm like totally like providing this whole story, and like even though I don't work there, I don't do anything, but whatever. So they ended up, the media relations from the Chicago Bears ended up putting his hand down. Yeah, they put his hand down. So I don't know if you knew this. So they put his hand down, and what Sylvie wanted to ask about was, is there going to be any kind of quarterback competition in OTAs, in training camp, in preseason, leading up to the NFL season?
Which I think is fair.
100%.
It's a fair question.
100% it's a fair question.
Yeah.
So they ended up, of course, there's more barking, so I apologize. So totally lost my, right? Woof is this answer that is the exact answer. Woof. That was the answer that Matt Nagy ended up giving. Once he ended up...
Wait, who asked the question?
So finally... Sorry, so I totally lost my train of thought. Thanks, puppies. So finally, like, that was 3 days ago that this happened. They put his hand down. So 2 days ago, the Chicago Bears got wind of, like... Obviously, he has his own radio show. He's able to, like, be like, hey, what the hell, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So they allowed him to... lady, shut up! they allowed him to ask his question that he wanted to ask.
Okay.
So said question was, as I said, is Andy Dalton for sure the number one quarterback, QB1?
Yep.
And he said yes. And then Sylvie asked a clarifying question. I'm going to paraphrase this. There is no quarterback controversy. There's no quarterback competition in leading up to it. And he said no to clear up everything because he heard it on the Chris Collinsworth podcast, and I can't remember the name of it.
That's funny.
But the Chris Collinsworth podcast that was done, Chris Collinsworth talked to Matt Nagy
Yeah.
about, hey, so your number one quarterback is Andy Dalton? Yep. That was Matt Nagy's response, basically. Yep, he's the number one quarterback. And his reasons, Matt Nagy's reasons that Andy Dalton is the number one quarterback right now is because Justin Fields is having difficulties with giving his putting plays in the huddle, even though he scored the best overall scoring for recognition or mental, cognizant abilities and things like that.
Being able to memorize something that you heard once. I think there's a difference between that and a real NFL huddle where you have 10 seconds.
No, and I agree. But being able to remember something from his pro day at Ohio State and Matt Nagy asking him about it again 3 weeks later after the draft and him saying that he was able to say every single thing and what every position does verbatim.
Yeah.
Frankly,
I'm not saying he's not intelligent.
So anyway,
I'm saying there's a difference between that first NFL huddle.
Agree. I love this dog so much, but she is totally pissing me off right now.
Here, I'll mute your mic so you can yell at her.
Mute yours too.
1 sec. There you go.
All right. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Had to yell at the puppy. So as I was saying, fast forward a day. That was 2 days ago. Sorry, guys. Rewind 2 days ago. Sylvie was able to finally ask his question. The Chicago Bears media relations apologized, blah, blah, blah. He asked his question. Matt Nagy refused to waiver. However, there's a thing Matt Nagy does.
Okay.
Over-explains. Way over-explains. And to be honest with you, way smarter football mind than I'll ever have. Way smarter person probably than I'll ever be. But
True.
That's not saying much. It's being the tallest short person. But my biggest thing is
sorry, tall short person.
Tall short.
Yeah, that's you. I'm just tall.
So it's just unfortunate that he didn't leave himself room for any kind of what's the word I'm looking for here?
Breathing room.
Mistake. Leeway. He didn't leave himself any kind of room, because what's the first thing that's going to happen when Justin Fields ends up tearing it up in camp, making the defense who's not they've digressed. They have digressed. They're not. I still think they're a top 10 defense, but they've digressed.
Yeah, they're more at the bottom part of the top 10. Yeah,
right. They're not that dominant force that they were in 2018 that got them to the playoffs.
They would not be able to carry Andy Dalton.
Agree.
Yeah.
So, but what's going to happen though when Justin Fields tears up that defense in camp and he's going?
Will he even get the chance?
That's a great question. However, as I was saying though, they're going to see it though. You're going to see what happens, him just tear it up, and how long is it going to take for that locker room to be the red rifle should be sitting? When does that happen?
Honestly, I don't think it does.
You don't think?
I don't think it does. I don't think Justin Fields even really gets the chance to tear it up enough that anybody would comment on that. I think the Bears have enough smart veterans that are not going to divide that locker room over it. They're already, Goldman, Hicks, Fuller asked out.
Sitting right now.
Yeah, Goldman and Hicks are already checked out mentally, I think.
Hicks is playing still.
Right, but he, over the offseason, wanted a trade.
I don't think he's checked out. I think now that he's there.
I think Robinson's checked out. I think Hicks is checked out. I think Goldman's checked out.
I don't even agree with that either, because Allen Robinson's playing for another contract.
I think he's checked out of the Bears culture.
Okay.
Whatever culture there is. Yeah, he'll play for his contract. Okay. But I don't think he cares who the quarterback is. He's the number one wide receiver. He's gonna get his numbers.
What's the most? What is he?
What's
the most important thing for a wide receiver? A good quarterback.
But here's the thing: Fields is gonna run more than Dalton. Honestly, I think Robinson does better without Justin Fields as the quarterback.
Disagree.
He's the only wide receiver they really have.
So
I
agree with that part.
I don't think he's gonna get his 100 catches, 1,000 yards.
I agree. I agree with that portion.
He's gonna get his contract.
So I'm not gonna.
I don't think he cares.
We're tangenting. I don't want to tangent. I want to stick to this because I mean we'll touch on that at some point. But my biggest thing though is I think I don't fully disagree with starting Dalton for the first 4 games. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a 17-game season. You still have 13 games to potentially start your actual, in my opinion, QB1. But
right.
My biggest thing is you're not going to have a competition. You're not going to at least say, guys, hey, it's June. It's early June. We're just doing OTAs right now.
Okay, but here's the thing. Does it matter? Do you actually believe there will be no competition? There's a difference between Nagy saying it or Pace saying it.
Right, I agree.
And doing it.
I agree, but why you can't? So, but that also that bleeds more into the credibility thing. Too.
So I just think you need to wait until you see what kind of reps they're getting in training camp. I don't even care about OTAs.
50-30. So
50-30. So that's only 80%.
Correct. So the third.
Foles gets 20.
It's 50-30-20.
I don't think Foles gets that much. Foles runs scout team. Foles doesn't even run scout team.
Foles shouldn't even play. Okay, so
Fields runs scout team.
Foles shouldn't even be on that roster, in my opinion. But
yeah, I agree with that, Jake. I think Allen Robinson would be just fine with Andy Dalton.
It was amazing how you agree with Jake from State Farm, and I've essentially said the same things in a less elegant way. I didn't actually say any of those at all. Frankly, I actually think Darnell Mooney should be number 3.
That's what who's number 2?
They didn't have one.
There you go. I mean, I agree. Darnell Mooney is basically the Packers MVS.
Agree.
Except a little smaller.
I think Darnell Mooney has better hands.
Yeah. MVS is bigger, and
right.
Mooney has better hands. So yeah, they're both lacking a fairly important
But
quality.
No, it's just disappointing. I just wish instead of us playing putting together a puzzle of bullshit.
Yeah.
That you just say be vague. Be vague.
So,
as a coach, I'm vague with comments. If a player walks up to me saying to me along the lines of, "Hey, what do I need to improve?"
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say flat out specifically.
If you're asking, here you go. Yeah.
What you need to improve on. However, when it comes to playing time, hey, why am I not getting this playing time? I'm not gonna flat out be like, you suck.
You're trash.
No, never. I would never do that.
You're
However,
doo-doo.
I will break it down to them in a way that's I don't want to say vague, and I don't want people to end up watching this. They're like, oh, coach, what the fuck? But I'll break it down to them in a way that leaves me a little bit of wiggle room. That's what you have to do as a coach. And frankly,
that's what you have to do as a leader. Yeah.
You have to do even more so as a professional coach.
True, because you also have to deal with media.
Exactly. So why put yourself in position saying that no, QB1? You know why? Because you have a media relations person, and I'm saying it, media relations person that posted on their social media person that posted saying QB1 because you have an asshat as a freaking higher ups and that freaking the owner's garbage, the freaking president of operations, God bless him. Again, way smarter man than I will ever be, but puts them in positions that they shouldn't be in and appoints people in positions like Phillips that they shouldn't be in. And it just makes me say to this team that they're the Chicago shits. That's the reason why I went that rant before.
So here's, and you'll probably love this. Given what I've seen, and I'm going to slightly backtrack, not completely, because I still think it would have been the wrong decision. But seeing now, because I remember we had the discussion, do you go all in for a quarterback in the draft? Right?
Yeah.
I thought the Bears were going to have to give up a lot more than they did if they wanted a Justin Fields, right? I thought they were going to have to trade into
I don't think he should.
Top few.
If they got lucky, he fell.
They did. So if I could go back, see the Bears getting Fields at what, 12, 11?
They got him at 11.
If I could see the Bears getting Fields at 11 for what they gave up, I would not even have Andy Dalton.
Right. No, I agree with that.
I would have just kept Nick Foles as my backup, Justin Fields QB1, and I think if the Bears
$10 million.
I think if the Bears knew that they would get Justin Fields, they wouldn't have signed Andy Dalton. He would be the number one. There would be no competition between him and Foles, and this would not be a problem. There might be some discussion over him struggling at the beginning of the year, rookie quarterback, whatever it may be. Who knows? Maybe he would go out and kill it. But I think, they made their bed. They have to sleep in it. And if you knew what you know now, Andy Dalton wouldn't have ever gone anywhere near the Chicago Bears.
Frankly, I think what's happening is they're going to let Andy Dalton play his way into the backup role.
Yes.
That's what's going to happen.
And
that might be the smartest thing I've said today.
I think it might be.
It really might be.
Congratulations.
Appreciate that.
Proud of you. Good work.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Honestly, that's all I wanted to talk. I wanted to bring that up because I think it's stupid that he didn't give himself any kind of wiggle room. I think that his overuse of words.
The man talks too much.
100%. Shut up. Just be vague. Look at Belichick. Look at the career he's made in being vague.
Okay. That's also just his personality.
That's fair.
So
fair.
I don't want my coach.
Very intelligent man.
I don't want my coach to change his personality just to make the media and the fans happy.
You could be at the same time though. Look how he is like in his personal life. He's got like a hot wife, hot old wife.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying she's hot, but I'm saying she's better looking for his
out of his league.
Yeah, 100%.
There you go. Yeah.
My wife is gonna be
so far out of your league. So far. Yeah, Bruce. Well done, but so far out of your league.
So far.
I love you to death, but
it's okay.
Wow.
Hey, I know what I'm working with.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah.
So to get off of that though, finally to touch on this for the last 20 minutes. Let's just do a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, we have 10 more minutes left.
Yeah. All right, fine.
We started earlier.
Yeah, we'll start. We'll do last 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10.
Cool thing over your shoulder to your right. It's on the bottom, right there. So that's Wrigley Field before all I don't even know if you can see. Can you see it on?
Yeah, you can kind of see.
Yeah, you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
So Wrigley Field, before all the changes were made to it and everything like that, full capacity, awesome.
Yes.
I love the fact that Chicago is getting back to 100% capacity at all of their stadiums. The Chicago Bears just released yesterday that full capacity at Soldier Field. Wrigley full capacity as of last Friday, the 11th.
Yep.
Same thing with US guaranteed rate.
Comiskey. Let's get it right.
Fair. I think it's really cool. You saw a huge ass beer snake at Wrigley Field.
That was incredible. Which, by the way, security tried to stop.
Really? No shit.
Yes, because apparently
they always.
apparently it's a hazard when all the beer and the cups fall. It's a hazard.
I'm not saying it's not inaccurate.
That's a throwback though. The first time the XFL really went viral was there was a beer snake for the DC Defenders. It was a massive one.
So there's a beer snake. Wait, what? DC Defenders, huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the first week one. All their fans did that, and that was the first time the XFL went viral.
You know that actually became popular in Europe.
Really?
Yeah, soccer.
Huh.
So they did a beer snake.
They're crazy enough to do that, yeah.
And that's also the same reason why at Wrigley this past last weekend when they swept the Cardinals.
Yeah.
They did ole, 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 ole.
There you go.
So
I like that.
Honestly, I love the fact that everything's getting back to normal. You're seeing sports and watching playoff basketball with crowds.
It's incredible,
dude.
And it makes me so sad that you couldn't see Steph Curry.
Oh, stop!
No, but
I get it.
I don't know if you ever watched. I'm sure you watched some playoff games in Oracle.
Of course.
And
it's loud and
although
crazy.
Chase Center was not the same, seeing what Steph Curry can do to a crowd.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I legitimately, and this is non-biased, just looking at crowd reactions. Like if you look up NBA crowd reaction compilations on YouTube, it's more than 50% Steph Curry hitting deep threes. Like what that man can do to make a crowd just go wild. Because you know he's going to take the shot, and the defender knows he's going to take the shot, and he drills it in your face and then shimmies down the court.
How do we change a generic topic of being happy that
to Steph Curry? Easy. I can do. Give me a generic topic, and I'll give you Steph Curry out of it.
No, we're not doing that. No,
Go. Give me a generic topic.
Beer.
Well, okay. So Aaron Rodgers sucks at chugging beer.
He does.
You know who can chug a good beer?
Who?
Not Steph Curry, but his dad can. His dad courtside at playoff games. There was a playoff game both Steph and Seth were playing.
Oh dear. I know.
And they put Dell on the screen. He had the split jersey. Chugged a beer.
Math.
You know what? Steph Curry.
He got a B.
Not only he knows. So when he was in the scoring title race with Bradley Beal scored 50, and Curry knew that he needed 51 to take over the title. He scored 52.
That is awesome.
He knew exactly how many points he needed.
Funny.
He knew exactly how many points he needed, because he's a mathematician. He is a genius.
Yeah. Oh, so real quick, Sean, you just said that some nerd somewhere did the math on the beer snake.
2,400
yeah,
cups.
Yeah, and it added up to around. They said that it was adding up to around like $3,000 or something like ridiculous amount.
That's more than $3,000. Do you know how much a beer is? That's like $10,000.
I think that I don't.
How much is a beer at Wrigley?
$12. Like
well,
a good beer.
That's 2,400 times 12.
3 grand. Right? No. That's a lot more than 3 grand.
That's like 30 grand.
That's what it was. That's
30 grand.
It wasn't 3 grand. It was 30 grand.
Yeah.
So
that's a lot of beer.
It was 30 grand for. Hey, this is the reason why I didn't study math. So.
I mean, I'm the one in college right now, so.
Hey, no shit. My ass was freaking.
It's great to see sports getting back to normal for sure. Phil Mickelson winning the PGA. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
That was really awesome. I wish.
That was really awesome.
Tiger's hurt right now, right?
Correct. He's
okay. I wish.
Dude, he's rehabbing like a lot, and they actually asked him. Okay, so real quick to touch on that real quick about Tiger, the PGA did ask him if he was willing to do commentary at all for the PGA Championship.
Really? The U.S. Open?
U.S. Open. Jesus.
We talked about this.
I know. Excuse me. Hey, this is my 4th beer. So they asked him to do the U.S. Open, and he politely declined. But it's just like it's. I would love to see him out more and being like. Yeah. But the problem is though, like the longer it takes for him to, I think, be in the public eye, I think that's going to be more indicative of how bad the injury was that he had.
Yeah.
But anyway, so to go back.
Oh, because he was in that car crash. I forgot.
I didn't forget that.
I knew he was injured.
He's the best golfer of all time.
I knew he was
potentially the best golfer of all time. I knew he was injured.
Well, because so when I brought up TikTok earlier, and you brought it to taking dumps, the reason I said that is because while I was taking one last night, taking
a TikTok or taking a dump?
Both. Both. I saw a video on TikTok of when Tiger snapped his leg and tore his ACL, and that tournament he won.
Oh, okay.
I forget. I don't know what it was. Again, not a huge golf guy.
He tore his ACL.
He did tear his ACL.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
I don't remember.
He did. I looked it up.
I don't remember
because I was curious. I don't know.
Whatever.
He broke his. Anyway. Whatever. That performance, the man was literally using his driver as a cane.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
And then that's the really famous like fist pump putt moment.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's not?
No. The famous fist pump moment was when he was in like 99, 2000.
Oh.
The only reason why I know that is because like I remember that shit back when I was in high school.
I don't know.
Yes, another phone call. Another phone call. I'm getting a call right now from Celine's dad, my future father-in-law.
You want to answer that one on the show too?
Nope. Not yet. I'll give him a call back.
Torrey Pines in 2008 at the U.S. Open. See, I love Jake. So you know how you said earlier with the spongy mind.
Spongy
Jake.
mind.
Jake.
Spongy
That's
mind.
Jake.
Jake, I love it.
That's Jake.
My spongy mind was back in like the early 2000s, late 90s.
Yeah, you don't have that anymore.
Do not have that anymore. I
Yep.
have way too much shit to keep track of now. But anyway, I digress. Anyway,
Let's
dude,
see.
first show live and in person.
This has been fun.
This has actually been a lot better than doing it over Zoom.
Yeah.
Like, no joke.
Because I could just like slap you and get you back on track if I wanted to.
Why are you always violent?
I'm not violent. I have
You-
the
you've-
only time I have
You've
touched you
you've
today
continuously
is a high five and a fist bump.
You have continuously referenced violence, whereas I've chilled.
That's because you're drunk. There we go.
Yes, I am. Anyway.
Well, Jake, I agree.
Thanks,
Jake is right.
Jake,
This was
thank
great.
you, Jake.
Um,
hey, we need to do this again.
We do.
In person. To be honest with you, this is a decent little setup we got.
I should you know what we should do?
I told him to bring his Packers flag, just so you guys know.
I forgot.
Because like I flat out was like I was gonna have my Bears flag here on this table.
And then
He was gonna have the
Packers,
Packers flag over here because respectfully, like I'm not opposed to having a Packer thing in
No.
my house because like it is what it is. You're a fan of a team I don't like. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But I respect.
There you go.
So
Something Aaron Rodgers needs to learn. Respect your elders, Aaron.
I can't. But anyway, so awesome job.
Yeah,
We
this has
got
been a good time.
We got a plan for another one like this.
Should bring you down to Bradley.
We got to talk to our respective.
Yeah, you're right. See if we can get that going.
Yes.
We could go to the Pekin Pumpkin Festival.
Ooh. So that being said, guys, much appreciated. MJ, hell of a job.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
good time.
Maybe we'll go live tomorrow.
We'll see what we can do.
All right,
We'll figure it out.
I'll let you end it.
Sounds good. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a good time. We'll see you next week. Same time, different place. We'll be on Zoom, sadly.
Let's go.
But
Yeah.
see y'all later.